Hello students, in the previous video we have covered about crop production management and we have completed that topic in detail, right? So I mentioned you earlier that we are left with one of our last topic for crop resources, that is crop production protection management, right? This is the last part of plant resources. After this we will be starting on with another part. So this crop protection management basically involves that how are the crops meant to be protected, how are they meant to be secured by some diseases, by any other things while they are growing up in the field. So this is what comes under crop protection management. Let's study how. Field crops are exposed to insects, weeds and diseases. That is what happens when a crop is growing in the field. It is exposed to number of insects, some unwanted plants such as weeds and many diseases which affect the plants. So if these are not controlled at correct time, then they can infect the crop too. Obviously, if you will not be able to stop insects, weeds from spreading into the field, in no time they will just affect the whole crop and can even destroy your entire production. So they can even destroy the whole crop. That is what I have mentioned. So to avoid this, we need to have some crop protection management. That only we will study, that how do we need to protect our field. First, we will study how do weeds affect the field. Weeds are some unwanted plants which are grown in almost all the fields, right? Example, xanthium, or Hindi name is gokharu, parthenium, Hindi name gajar ghas, cyprinus rotundus, and the Hindi name is motha. So these three examples are the examples from your NCERT. Though they are abundant weeds which are present in nature, but you will have to learn these examples by heart which are given in your NCERT, as they can form a part of any of the examination question or your MCQ in any of your tests, right? Basically this comes as that which of the following plants do you refer as weed. Okay, so you should know, or they should you should even know the common name of xanthium. They can ask you. So common name of xanthium is gokharu, right? These things should be known. An unwanted plant means you might have seen in a field there are some plants जो मतलब पता ही नहीं चलते where are they growing, right? They are very unwanted and you will see small white little dusty things growing on it, which can even cause allergy to you if you come in contact with it. Okay, so that are what weeds are. These compete for food, space and light. Now as they are growing same as plants, right? They do not have any differentiation. So जैसे plants को food, space, light सब कुछ चाहिए होता है, उसी तरह weeds भी उसी same चीज़ों के लिए compete करते हैं, right? They compete for food, space and light. They take up nutrients from the soil. They reduce the growth of the crop. Now those nutrients which were meant for to be taken by plants, जो plants ने लेने थे, जो उन्होंने use करने थे, वो किसने use कर लिए? Weeds ने, right? So this is how it increases the competition and it reduces the growth of our actual crop, क्योंकि जो major nutrients होते हैं वो weeds pick up कर लेते हैं, जिसकी वजह से हमारे plants को exactly nutrients नहीं मिल पाते, right? Removal of weeds from early stages of crops especially is essential for a good harvest. Now as soon as you see that a weed has started growing in the field, thereby only without any thought, the major need of the field is the removal of weeds from the field, so that your crop isn't destroyed and there is no restriction in growing of your crop. This is how weeds have to be controlled. The second thing which affects our fields are insect pests. I told you before also three things: weeds, insects and diseases. So we studied about weeds, now we are studying about insects, that how are these insects affecting our field. They attack plants in three ways. Firstly, they cut the root, stem and leaf. Now we know various parts of the plant. So what do these pests do? They start eating leaves, stem, root. As a result, they finish them off. It happens slowly and steadily, but gradually one day they will finish the entire thing off. They suck the cell sap from parts of plant. Now whatever food the plant has stored in its some parts as cell sap, that cell sap will be sucked up by these pests. As a result, what will happen? There will be no food for the plants left. they bore into stems and fruit. Whatever fruit the plant will give, the stem the plant is having, they will go and inhabit into them, they will make their home into them, which can cause a great destruction to the crop. So this is how insect pests are working. They thus affect the health of the crop and reduce the yield. What do? They affect the health of the crop and decrease the yield. This is how insect pests work. Third thing which affects our crops is diseases. Various diseases might occur in plant which affects them. These are caused by pathogens like bacteria, virus and fungi. All three, weeds, insects and diseases in plants, can be controlled by various methods which we will study ahead. But for diseases, these bacteria, virus, fungi, these are the major pathogens which come and infect the plants. These pathogens were basically present in the soil. ये आते कहाँ से हैं? ये already soil में होते हैं, तो water में भी होते हैं, air में भी होते हैं. So what, when plants take carbon and oxygen from air, hydrogen from water and other nutrients from soil, these pathogens are also transmitted through them into the plants. Finally क्या होता है कि वो जो plants होते हैं, they have variety of these diseases along with the nutrients which they have taken. This is how the diseases in plants prevail. But as we know that whenever a thing is caused, we also have a solution to it. So similarly, these three things also can be controlled in different manner. Method 1, use of pesticides, that is herbicides, insecticides, fungicides. These are some pesticides which are present and they can be helpful for reduction of this diseases, right? So pesticides, that includes herbicides, insecticides, fungicides, they are sprayed on the crop to treat seed and soil. However, excessive use of these chemicals can also cause problems as they can be poisonous and can cause environmental damage. Now what happens is, to prevent those insect pests from spreading, as they are seated on the plant only, so we spray these three type of chemicals. जैसे हमें कोई कोई भी चीज़ अगर हमें चिपकती है तो उसको हटाने के लिए वी हैव सम मेडिसिन, राइट? सिमिलरली इज दिस, दीज आर दी स्प्रेइंग एजेंट्स फॉर दी प्लांट. घर में मच्छर ज़्यादा होते हैं तो वी डू हिट स्प्रे. सिमिलरली जब इन पे इंसेक्ट्स पेस्ट ज़्यादा होते हैं तो वी हैव दीज थिंग्स, हर्बिसाइड्स, इंसेक्टिसाइड्स इंसेक्ट्स के लिए, फंगिसाइड्स फंगस के लिए, राइट? दीज आर स्प्रेड ऑन द क्रॉप्स एंड दे किल दोज पेस्ट्स. बट अगर आप इसको ज़्यादा क्वान्टिटी में स्प्रे करते हैं तो वॉट हैपन्स इज दे स्टार्ट affecting the environment, they cause environmental pollution and they can be even poisonous to the plants because है तो chemicals ही ना. Similarly in that way, जैसे अगर हम एक टेबलेट मेडिसिन को मेडिसिन से ज़्यादा डोसेज में लेंगे, so it will start affecting our body. Sorry, this is weed control method. Okay, now first we studied about insects, now this is weed control method. Includes mechanical removal of weeds. इसमें क्या है, that we remove weeds from the field. This is done in many ways which is not necessary for you to cover. Preventive methods की weeds हो ही ना field में, what can be done जिससे weed की growth ही ना हो. Proper seed bed formation, proper एक bed formation होनी चाहिए जिसमें हम अच्छे से seeds को grow करें ताकि weeds की place ही ना रहे. Timely sowing of crops, जिस टाइम हमें पता है कि वीड्स की ग्रोथ का टाइम ही नहीं है तो हमें प्रॉपरली टाइमली हमें अपने क्रॉप्स को सो करना है. अनवांटेडली किसी भी सीजन में ऐसे नहीं हम क्रॉप को सो कर सकते. एवरी क्रॉप हैज़ इट पर्टिकुलर टाइम टू बी सोन. आई होप यू नो द मीनिंग ऑफ सोन, दैट इज़ व्हेन इट इज़ प्लांटेड इनटू द सॉइल. इंटरक्रॉपिंग, हम चेंज कर करके क्रॉप्स लगाएंगे, वी विल intercrop them, तो obviously जो बीच में से weeds हैं they will get vanished because cyclically we are reducing the weeds again and again and thereby in the crop rotation also, क्योंकि उसमें हम again and again crops को flourish कर रहे हैं. So when you are again and doing it, weeds को chance ही नहीं मिलता grow करने का because you are timely refining the फील्ड. वीड्स का मोस्टली ग्रोइंग चांस तब होता है जब आपने बहुत टाइम तक फीड को छोड़ रखा है एंड यू आर नॉट इनटू इट, सो देन वीड्स गेट अ चांस टू ग्रो बिकॉज उस टाइम फील्ड्स में कोई और डिस्टर्बेंस होती नहीं है. सो दिस इज हाउ यू कैन प्रिवेंट द वीड्स फ्रॉम ग्रोइंग. लास्ट इज पेस्ट कंट्रोल मेथड, कि वो जो हमारी पेस्ट्स थे उनको हम कैसे कंट्रोल करें. यूज़ ऑफ रेजिस्टेंट वेराइटीज़, कुछ प्लांट की वेराइटीज़ ही ऐसी यूज़ करी जाए जो इन पेस्ट्स के रेजिस्टेंट हो, दैट मीन्स वो पेस्ट्स उन्हें खा ही ना सके, राइट जैसे हमारी बॉडी कई बार किसी मेडिसिन के रेजिस्टेंट हो जाती है, अगर हम उस मेडिसिन को ले भी लेते हैं तो भी हमें कोई अफेक्ट नहीं होता. सो दैट इज़ व्हाट इज़ यूज़ ऑफ रेजिस्टेंट वेराइटीज़. Summer plowing means fields are plowed deep in the summer to destroy pests and weeds. अब ये summers में होता है कि when you plow the field, plow means उसकी खुदाई अच्छे से करी जाती है summers में, तो वो गर्मी के कारण ही वहाँ पे pest और weeds सारे मर जाते हैं. So this is how you can prevent the pests from growing. I have tried making it very concise and short so that you can understand that how is this crop protection management done. Also, if it comes as a short note in your examination, you can cover these notes only in a compiled way, right? Any doubts in crop protection management, please let me know. By this we have covered up your improvement in plant resources. Now we will be taking up improvement in animal resources after a short video on storage of these crops. Then we will shift on to the animal husbandry. If you have any doubts still here in any of the video, please let me know. Thank you very much.